Sparkles. My name is Linnea, and also known as Mimi, also known as Miss Blobfish, and welcome to my YouTube channel, aka this video you are watching right now. So, I am currently waiting for my friend to show up, who has asked me to do some voiceover acting for his animation channel. And the topic is something I know nothing about, but he's giving me a script. Currently, he's not too late. He's only 2 minutes late. If it's more than 15, then I will be concerned. But until then, we're okay. I don't know when this video is going to go up or his video is going to go up. I'll probably post this video when he posts his video. And there's a good chance that I won't be able to show his face because he actually does not like being filmed. I actually filmed with him before on my channel, here on my channel. He was that stormtrooper, or I think a stormtrooper. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, he was in Star Wars cosplay, basically, wearing the helmet and everything. So yeah, we'll see if I might be able to film this little piece of the background of just me trying to do audio and trying to do voiceover. This is going to be epic. I don't know if this is on my bucket list. I've checked it. I keep on looking over it and I can't find it. But usually what happens is when I'm not looking for something, I find it. And I know it's on there somewhere. So, but yeah, I'm pretty excited, pretty nervous. I'm ready for this new adventure.
Design your character, which will be fun. We definitely want to get the audio down because
that's the important part.
Yeah. Otherwise, your character will say nothing, and I sound nothing like you. So
no, we're definitely got two different voices.
Yeah, mine's a deeper tone, yours a higher tone. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah. How many takes do you think we might have to do? Will we have to do more than one?
It depends on how good it is. Like usually, since it's just so basic of lines. Yeah. So like I didn't really create a script because I don't really like writing scripts. Like I will if it's like
Well, my videos are all like the same way. They're all just whatever, when we did that one video where you were dressed up. I keep on saying stormtrooper. Is that the right one?
Clone. It's clone. So
I keep on doing that to you.
Don't worry. A lot of people make that mistake when they don't understand.
Yeah, so it's clone trooper, or is that just clone?
You can call him a clone or a clone trooper. It works both ways.
Okay. Yeah, when you were dressed up that time, remember I just filmed it. I just that was it.
No, it works out fine.
Yeah. But I'm probably going to edit this. I've been learning how to edit on this phone, so I'm going to probably edit down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, because definitely a lot of people like watching shorter clips.
Well, I do long videos. I mean, my videos can go anywhere from 5 seconds to 3 hours. So
it works.
But with stuff with this, it's some of it needs to be edited down just a tiny bit.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I'm just gonna plug in the headphones and everything. But we won't need them, but I think the computer likes it when I do that. So I have to make computers happy apparently.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Do what they can do.
Well, they can only do what they're programmed.
Yes, so. But I mean, I don't know what I was trying to do.
It's fine. So, and also here, I use a program called Audacity. It's a free program you can use, free to download and everything, and so you can record it. And I learned a few tricks of the trade, and I can show you a few tricks I learned from other YouTubers. That one of the main issues is that buzz in some videos, even if it's just super subtle. They have show me a few tricks. If you go to,
it's cool what you can learn just by YouTubing it or Googling it, or just looking at very short videos about it.
Oh, absolutely. It's I think what is important for people to understand is to you can have all these tools and everything, but if you have no purpose to do it, you're not even gonna want to learn how to do it.
Yeah, I've quit so many things just because I didn't have the passion and the want to do.
Yes.
And that's a big thing of accomplishing anything, is having that want to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I think that's why a lot of people fail in life, is because they have.
I don't think it's quite failing as much
it's just
as
that they
making
don't.
mistakes.
It's like they have all these tools, but they have absolutely no idea what to do with it. They need to know what to do, then they can do it, because that's what God does. He gives you all these tools, but and He places a dream in you. But you need to listen to what He says.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, other people, they'll tell you what to do. They'll tell you what they think you should be, and God's like, nope.
I don't really consider it as failing. I consider it as just making mistakes and learning from the mistakes.
But some people don't learn. Some people just continue.
That cycle.
Yeah, I've heard some people, they call it reliving your past.
Yeah.
And that's really sad, really. Because I'm like, look, the past. The most important thing about it is to observe what you did right and what you did wrong, learn from that, aim
or
for
as Rafiki says, the past is in the past.
Yeah. Then you're supposed to aim for the future, but live in the present.
Yeah.
Because if you don't live in the present, you'll never reach the future.
Right.
So like, you have a future that you want, but the only way you can get there is by taking every step necessary today.
Yeah.
And I've been reading a book from Miles Monroe. He was a public speaker and everything, and oh my gosh, he was so inspiring that he says that we just need to pursue, and pretty much he says that we need to dominate in what we're doing, because God did not send us to be here to be mediocre.
Right.
He called us like, hey, I want you to dominate.
I want you to have a purpose, and I want you to have a mission and go out and fulfill your mission.
Yeah, so you're supposed to dominate your YouTube program, like whatever you're in, and I'm supposed to dominate in mine. Yeah. And but people.
Well, I feel like my purpose isn't exactly YouTube. That's
just one of them.
It's part of it.
Part of it.
But I feel like my purpose right now is my bucket list. Voiceover was one of them. Mm-hmm. I think I added it to the list, but I've checked multiple times.
Voiceover is fun anyway, so like, I'm not giving you very many lines on this, but it's always good to have like at least a startup. Yeah. Then somebody can say like, hey, we're good. You might want to try this. Like, which I'm always up for that. Like, I love that on YouTube when they like, you can, the more you do it, the more you can understand the difference between oh, you're dumb. Yeah. And a person who goes, I think it was good, but if you did this, I think it'd be much better. Yeah. See, then
I hope that you don't take my criticism.
No. I'm taking it as like helpful advice. Yeah. But there are some people out there who just don't like anybody. I'm like, how do you have any friends? I
just like, when I comment, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to say like what my thoughts and opinions
one of the best ways I learned to have a helpful critique is to say something positive first. Yeah. Because people love that. Mm-hmm. They love to hear something good that they've done. And then you can say, I would recommend if you did this.
Yeah. So like, make a compliment sandwich. Yeah. So it will be the nice compliment, then whatever criticism or whatever advice you have, and then you end with more like another compliment, or you end with more positive experience that you've had with that situation or with that video or whatever.
Yeah, because you'll win people over when you're nice to them at first. It's like if somebody has their favorite dessert in front of them, and you just go up to them and you smash it, and you say, oh, you're such an idiot, here's a better dessert. And do you think they want your dessert now? No. Absolutely. That's why
I would probably say something like, here, try this, you might enjoy this, and then they can still eat the dessert they have if they want to.
Or you can exchange.
I would never smash somebody's dessert unless oh my gosh, if somebody smashed my dessert, oh my gosh, I would be heartbroken. I'd be like, I'd still eat it, but I'd be like.
Yeah, I know. It's just an example but I know. Yeah, but I think like your method was a good idea. But I would say like, hey, I would like to try out your bite. Can I have a bite of yours and you have a bite of mine? Yeah. So then people are like, oh yeah, sure, it's an exchange. Yeah. So like.
But don't trade forks.
Yeah, don't trade
Keep
forks.
Keep your fork.
Yes. I'll be like, hey, this fork. Like here has not had any germs on it whatsoever. I'll take this piece and then I'll take a piece off this, so then we have a perfect fine exchange, no germs, and then we just eat it. Yeah. Voila. So I'm willing to share food. Yes. Not germs. Yes. So let's see. I didn't make a real again for the main script, but the main part is I'll tell you it since you're gonna upload yours around the same time as me. So,
yeah, I'm hoping.
so
That's what I'm not planning on doing spoilers.
Yeah, I don't want anybody knowing the story before they watch it.
Yeah.
But I think the most important thing to know is my character is like having a normal day.
Yeah.
Very happy, very pleasant, and he had finally gotten all the fruit to have in his village because every time you start a settlement, you usually just get one.
Yeah.
And getting the others is really hard to get the others. Well, he finally planted enough fruit of all the other fruits that he could possibly get. Like, I didn't do all of them because I didn't want to make the video too long.
Right.
But he gets them all and he starts eating some of them because he has extra now. So he goes, like, he eats an apple, he eats the other fruits. But then he gets to the coconut. So I'm trying
How does he not get fat?
He's only eating one at a time.
Oh, okay.
So, but
I know it's a video game, but that's the questions I ask myself.
Yeah, but yeah. So how this goes is I tried to add a little bit of logic into it to add a little of comedy humor. So he eats all of the normal fruits, and then he gets to the coconut.
Oh no!
Now, here's the thing about a coconut: you cannot just bite onto it.
No.
Now, in the game, it makes it that you can bite onto it.
Why?
So I don't know. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to add my character to all of a sudden like, well, I've seen other people do it. I'll do it too. And then all of a sudden then I will have it black out and he just screams like there's no tomorrow.
No.
Then it shows him in the dentist's office with broken teeth,
gosh.
and then the nurse or the dentist assistant, which will be your character, you'll be just
so many kids are probably trying to eat coconuts now because they've seen it in a game and they think, oh, it's okay to eat a coconut, and they're going through the same exact problem.
Like, I hope they don't copy the games completely. So,
some kids are not that. Some kids don't know better and are learning and are growing and are processing information a little bit slower than other kids. I mean, I did.
Or maybe they don't double check their resources with someone else.
Right.
Like, that's another thing to consider.
Yeah.
But
and some adults do that too. So he can't trust anybody.
Yeah. So so he bites on the coconut. He screams, and then you, as the nurse, would be saying something like, "Why did you bite onto it?" It's like.
Why
do
are
you know?
Here today? Why did you do that?
So so now that you have the mindset of what happens,
okay.
I will let you say whatever lines you think
that come up that I can think of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you want to add any more lines, I have another idea, but let's
focus on this one.
Focus on this one. This is the primary one that's super important.
Okay.
So, all right. So I won't say anything. So then I can just say my lines and let it fit. But you'll like yours. Like we'll just do several takes and then we'll boom, we got it. So let's see. I have it set. Like I always have to double check, make sure it's linked to my Yeti microphone. Sometimes when you don't double check your Audacity, it's like, oh, you're using your laptop. I'm like, no, my Blue Yeti's plugged in. So,
yeah, I see the lights on. So
yeah, so you always have to double check it. So let's see. So we need to be absolutely quiet for like maybe 2 seconds.
Okay.
Then I'll demonstrate. I'll tell you why. So then your audience will understand the importance of that. So.
Okay. So why did you do that?
All right. Let's see. What other lines can we say? What else? What else do you think would go with What else would you say in that situation?
In that situation, why? Just why? Like, well, in a situation, if somebody came up to me and had broken teeth, I would probably be like, what the heck?
All right, so let's see. What's another thing you could say? You could say like
so why are you here today?
Then I would probably have my character just be like, having his mouth and like, I wear a coconut.
Why?
Like,
that's the only thing the first things that come to mind is just why.
Yeah, like, or maybe you can just make it more of a full sentence. Be like, go ahead. Like you may like, what made you think that biting a coconut was a good idea?
What made you think that biting a coconut was a good idea?
Okay, I think that's good. So I'll pause that and Okay, so now I'll take you to the audio here and I'll show you. As you can see, it's a little, like, it's supposed to be a nice, perfectly straight line. So this is supposed to be a nice, perfectly straight line right here. Well, it's not. It's a little...
the audio bounces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's catching everything.
Right.
So one of the best ways to fix that is to highlight a small portion of that. I watched this once, and let's see. You go to noise reduction in the effect area. Then you click on get the noise profile. Then that tells you that this, so what you're telling the program is saying that this I do not really want in the program at all. So then you highlight the entire audio.
Yeah, I don't edit my audio like you do because I'm using my iPhone for it.
Yes.
So I just delete everything and start over.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can do that on a computer and on an HP is really cool.
Yeah. So then you go to effect and you can go up here and click on repeat noise reduction or go back down here, but we'll just do it simple.
Right.
And pretty much, see now that it's straight, pretty much what you've done in doing so is that the buzz goes away, and I think if I remember correctly, it removes a bit of it out of the main audio as well. So,
and that's because of the Blue Yeti here. Because when you guys get the filter, when you get the screen, it actually takes out the pop and the extra noises that go into it. So and other YouTubers talk about that too. And I don't use huge mics, as you guys know. I just use this tiny little mini mic, and this one you can actually hear extra noises. But when you have a screen like he does, it would be so cool if they had mini screens though, for the mini mics. That would be so cool.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of updates bound to show up eventually.
Yeah.
So let me just save this audio. If you wanted to do more lines, I can show you an image of one of the things I wanted to work on.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to do, I can help out.
Right,
and anything I can help out with, I would love to.
All right. So I'm saving the profile so I can edit it later. So
I liked the last line too because I was able to put more emotion into it than the other times.
Oh yeah,
when I was
that's
speaking.
why you like doing different takes.
Yeah.
Because, and that's another note for those of you who want to make your own videos. You
do multiple takes.
Do it multiple times because you're like, oh, that was pretty good. Yeah. But you're like, what if I just do it again? Because there were times I did not do it again, and it didn't come out right. I was like, because sometimes the mic will not catch exactly what you said. Maybe something happened or whatnot. Yeah. So sometimes what's sadly annoying to me is when my dog starts barking in the middle of the night. And I'm like, but I know you're doing your job, but could you just give me 5 minutes? But you can't explain that to the dog. So lots of times I wait until he's done.
Or you could put it into the video and have a dog barking
Some people do that comedy gold thing. They do that.
You just see at the corner of the screen, and the dog is barking, so you hear that. Or with what Jaden Animation does, she has her bird, and she doesn't have it. She usually doesn't have her bird, Aerie, in the room with her. But when it is, she'll put a picture of him popping up out of nowhere.
I'll just say my line, but I'll cut it out because I wanted my voice without the mask.
Sound good. Yeah.
So. Okay, so I am sorry, but for saying a pair of pears, but I thought it was too funny.
Okay, Ace.
Very clever. All right, stop there.
All of a sudden, you just see my character pop up, and I'm just like...
Yeah, because that'd be your first appearance in the video. And then people would be like, Who are you?
Who's that? Who's that?
Then they hear you again at the end of the video, and I just thought of it. We need to make another audio
for the end card.
For the end card, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do that. I'm going to save this project. I'm going to save it as Linnea 2. So.
2.
Well, because we already did one already.
Yeah.
So that is saved. and then let's get a new profile. So I will say my lines, but I will cut them out and replace them without my mask. So,
right.
So I'll start right now. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I want to thank my friend Linnea for her nice voice acting skills there.
Hi guys, it's Linnea. You can find me here on YouTube on Linnea_and01 or on Likee with the same username. It was nice to meet you all.
Yep. She's actually literally the only other YouTuber I know in existence in person. So I thank her so much for partnering with me on this. So
I'm glad to be a part of the project.
All right. Well, that should end up the video. That should end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And also, another quick side note, thank Lucas for making this music as well. He did a great job, so I had double help today. So this video was only possible thanks to 2 great people. That should be it. It's just a little side note to help me remember to say that, because I don't want to. I feel bad when I don't give people credit.
Right.
So
give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really
every time you say Lucas, though, I think of Lucas the spider.
Oh.
You ever seen that animation?
I'm not sure if I saw that one.
It's a little boy who does it's a little boy's voice, but it's a spider.
Lucas, that one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I like it.
Anytime anybody's named Lucas, I think of that cute little spider.
I think it was very clever how he made that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It was actually the uncle. The uncle is the one who made this series.
Yeah, I want so.
Okay.
Yeah,
they see the screen, but it's at an angle.
All right, let me angle it in a little bit for them a little bit. So
yeah, that looks better.
So you're seeing one of the main screens. So
I'll come sit over here now. I'll come closer.
Okay, so what we're gonna do on this slide is mainly draw your character, because I found ways to after I get your main design down, I can actually shrink it, and then I can edit it in a way. Then of course I'll be doing it my way with for this scene right here. So you'll have like a white face and everything kind of deal. Then when I make you as an animated character of Animal Crossing, I'll add your skin tone and everything. Okay. Which the only thing to add is the skin tone. You don't,
Is there a way to have my character have overalls on?
Yeah, I can totally draw
The things I'm hoping for are overalls, blue hair, glasses.
All right, now what background? What background? My character usually is in a green background.
Right.
Like, what would you want green, or do you want something else?
I think you know what color I would want.
I don't know. What color would you want? All right, so I know you want pink, but what kind of tone do you want? Like really super dark pink?
Not super dark. Is there like one that's like more like the hot pink, close to hot pink?
Well, we have to kind of find it. So you just,
something that would work.
So you see right here, you just tell me if it's something to your liking. Like, I'm in the purple section. If you want it more in the red.
Yeah, it'd be more in the red.
All right, so let's move this over to red here. All right. So we got it darker here. Then we're gonna move it.
I mean, that salmon pink that we started off with was pretty good.
Wait, this.
On the. Yeah.
This one right here.
A little lighter.
A little lighter.
A little lighter. There. That salmon pink was pretty good.
So we're going to save that color right now. We're gonna have it here.
Yeah, because that looks really cool.
Yeah, so this is just, like, the background may not be noticed as much, but it's good for me to have it as a mental note that if I need to find your profile again, if we do another video, I'm like, all right, all pink, there it is. I can find her profile. So then I'm gonna press.
Because you already know, because we discussed multiple times how much I love the color pink.
Everybody has their own like and dislike. I will say that. So,
I take it you're not a fan of the color pink.
Well, pink's a good color. It's just not really my thing. But I do remember back a few years ago, they had a pink shirt, that had a guy wearing a pink shirt on that shirt, and he's rolling.
It just kept on going.
No, just that one time he's rolling up his sleeves, and it says, like, only tough guys wear pink.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of shirts like that.
I was like, oh my gosh, I thought it was clever. So let's see, my character has, like, it's all kind of squared.
Right.
Because that's how I like to do it.
Yeah,
so,
you designed him.
So we're going to since my character's looking this direction, I'm gonna have you looking in the other direction.
That way.
Yeah. So let's get
left.
So what I'm doing now is creating some lines to create the main base. And,
right.
The bright side
Yours is more like your shape that you use is more like a trapezoid or like that, like more. It's not as rounded. It's more like it's like a hexagon or a trapezoid or even a what's it called? Pentagon.
Pentagon. Yeah. So this is not the perfect start, but this is a good start here.
Right.
So even my character didn't start off. So I didn't really finish my story on how I finally designed my character.
Right.
Was my first video I posted was about the islands. And
yeah, it was interesting. It had a lot of stick paper.
Yeah, so I really liked that, but there was no character drawings in it because that was not really my thing.
I like the newer ones because the newer ones like had more. There's more depth to them, and there's more. And your character now has a little bit more emotions than it did when you first introduced him.
Yeah.
Like he didn't have the range of emotions that he has now, which is interesting. And this is like, isn't this been like a couple months of doing this? Like, how long have you been doing this?
Let's see. I had this channel started officially, in like around maybe the late summer or the early or in the fall season of 2019 when I officially started drawing.
Right.
Like,
because we talked about it off and on, but we never really had like plans to do like serious plans to do anything until now.
Yeah, because we were just not like you were ready. I was not.
I'm always ready for something.
I was not at that level
I don't care what it is.
I wasn't there yet. So this is our main shape that we're kind of stick with. Now, if you want me to, now the bright side is I have this fun feature here that if you think it's either too wide or too tall, we can just shrink it down. So you just.
Well, she's more the character I'm going for. She's a little bit more chubby.
A little bit more chubby?
Yeah.
All right. So do you want me to just expand it, or do you want me?
That's good.
This right here.
I like that size.
All right. So we're gonna move this here. And
you might be the first animator to actually ask their the person that they're working with how they want their character to be designed.
Yeah, I actually little side note for people who are watching. I've not mentioned this on my YouTube channel yet, but I used to draw Star Wars helmets from like since middle school. Like when the Clone Wars came out, oh my gosh, I loved it because I thought they were cool in the movies, but when they started adding different paint jobs which represented their personality, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. So I started drawing my own, and then I felt like I was running out of ideas, and so I started asking my high school mates, and I just said, hey, I know you're not a Star Wars fan, but if you had your own Star Wars helmet, what would it look like?
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to get a few ideas, and just, I used to draw big pieces of paper and do entire battle scenes and draw out the characters. Well, I have one that's only half finished since 2010. It's still that way because all of a sudden just about everybody in my school wanted one because they love it that I chose to let them tell me what they wanted and then I create what they told me.
Right.
And then they're just like, oh my gosh, that's like better than I imagined it would be. So that's actually why I like doing this because I like to draw for other people.
Right.
Because then because there are some people out there that are artistic and they want to be, but they're not at that level. So then they're like, it kind of creates an idea how their character would look if they were at my level or like, because, some people are still at the base level.
Yeah.
And, they're still working on their way and they can get a vision on what it would look like.
And you don't have to start off as like super good. You can start off at like the worst of the worst and you can work your way up to, and it's not all about animation. It's also the way you present the animation and the way you present the voices and the way you present like your idea. That's I feel like that's the most important thing is the way you present it and the way you use it.
Yes.
Because even in paper or drawn art, it's not finished until it's colored in.
Yes. So I'm going to write down these layers in which the program I'm using is called Krita.
Okay.
And it's Krita. And it's a free drawing program you can use.
Okay.
They do accept donations to their employees because, sure, the program's for free.
And is that just for an HP computer, or is that?
Oh, it's for. They have a whole list of computers you can work for.
Okay.
Like my old computer was a Dell, and it works for that too.
And is there a cousin or like a sister or a brother app for like an iPhone or for an Android?
I'm not sure about that. I would have to look that up because I've never had to do that.
Oh, so. I'm just asking.
Yeah, but it's good to ask questions. That's how you get information.
Because I'm sure other people would want to know like what is being used.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see. I'm just designing the layers, which is huge. Like I love the
layering things.
Look, I did not know that this was a thing. Yeah. It turns out people do not understand the great ability of, about drawing on layers because I didn't get it until first because I just thought you draw everything on there and if you mess up you have to try to fix it. Blah 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 blah.
Layers is just like drawing. It's kind of like drawing on paper and erasing. And like it's kind of like that in that aspect in my mind at least.
Yeah.
Like because you can start off with pencil and then you can then add pen and then add paint and you just continue adding more stuff to it.
Yes, absolutely. But the thing about layer, I'm gonna show you. Let's design your. Let's do your hair for the moment. So.
Okay. I wanted to go for blue.
Blue, that's right.
Yes.
So a very bright blue or a dark blue?
A lighter blue.
Right around here?
A little lighter. That's too light.
More towards, more this way, or do you want to head towards this way?
Well, I like that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to click on the
If it doesn't work
layer.
out for everything, we can change it to a little dark.
Yeah, we can do that. That's easy. So I'm just going to put the hair main piece here. So you see I have over.
Yeah.
I'm over this. I'm not drawing it officially, just for an example for the YouTubers. This is what happens.
Because you'll do the rest later on.
Yeah, but here's the thing. With having them on different layers, as you can see, if you had them all on the same layer, if I click on this erase...
It would erase everything.
Yeah, if we were on the same layer.
Right.
But since the hair is on a different layer,
right.
If the hair is the only thing that's the problem, you can just erase that.
Yeah, and change it.
And it does not hurt the rest of your
And then
work.
with the layer too, you can layer that on different parts too, and you can use that layer for like different videos, right? You can save specific layers.
I do that every time for my character because I don't want to redraw them all over again and again and again because that just... I already designed it. I shouldn't have to do it again.
You're right.
And again. It's like it gets annoying. So yeah, we can design your hair really quick for your character right now since you're looking this way. I can imagine the hair coming down on this side.
Okay. Yeah, her hair would be a little bit longer than mine.
All right.
It probably hit the shoulder about.
Hit the shoulder? Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yay length.
All right. So. Is there a specific design that you want it to look?
It's hard to explain. I have a drawing of the actual character. I can go grab it.
You can go ahead and get it.
I'll go grab it.
Sorry, when I'm drawing, I don't talk much. So. I guess another thing I can note for my YouTube viewers that are watching this and Linnea's viewers, you want to also position your layers perfectly. So I want to do hair behind her head that you can definitely tell there's depth, but I can't do it like this. You can see already it's in front, but if I do this and move this layer behind, all of a sudden the headpiece is in front. So that's another advantage of having that. So I know it's merging right now, but here's another cool thing. If you click this little tally mark here, darken it up a little bit, you can do that.
Actually, one of my fans drew this of her, created this animation of her. For you guys who don't know, Mama May! Okay, so this is
All right.
This is kind of, you don't have to do it like that because this is for your video, but this is the kind of the design that they did for her.
All right.
Which I like the most.
All right. So, like, are the ears like? Are those? It's kind of similar to Wolfie Chew's design.
She's a cat.
Yeah.
But we won't need the ears for this.
Yeah. So I was just telling your audience for a moment that some really cool features here. Let me just type this here. Let's call it shadow. So what I have just done, I demonstrated for them that I did the hair shadow because these are 2 layers of hair. The hair that's on the front and that
hair
comes down,
that's going down.
and the hair and then there's the hair that's hiding behind. Well, a lot of people don't know this, that I had it up here where I made it, so it comes over the top of everything. Well, if you can actually select that layer and you can move it where you need it, and it will take care of that. Then I had it as your normal hair color, but if you click this little symbol that's in that layer that looks like a kind of like a very tiny like checkered flag, very small one. If you click on that, it will only allow you to draw on there. So let me just do that light blue again.
Only on the layer that you're doing?
So it only affects on what the layer you've already drawn. So if I try drawing out, Lacey, I have it right
anywhere
here.
Else you can't.
It will not affect
any of that. That's really cool.
So when I found that out, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. That's so much easier. Yeah. So
and my fan base in Team Bucket, I have so many amazing sparkles that do amazing stuff, and this was on my wall for the longest time, and I still love it. I love their version of Mama May so much. She's one of my characters.
All right.
So
let's see. So we did your head and everything. Now I have a black outline, like black line. So So we'll do that too. So we're gonna do this. So that's where this comes in handy. We do the black line. We just go up here.
Right.
Then I like to use the tiny little paintbrush. And then I just click on the straight line.
Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Oh, it hides it too, because it's part of that one layer, so that it hides it.
Yeah, so it only gets to the part where you want it.
Right.
So if you want it thicker, we can do that.
It was like, it's fine. Whatever you want to do with that, I'm cool with whatever.
Let's make it a little bit thicker, so then so when we draw the rest of it, it's not going to be too much. So like we don't want it merging too much. So that's why I like doing this. Like I like to do the highlighting afterwards, so then like I don't have to do the whole thing. It saves me time. So and a very important thing for every single animator to know this, you have to know this, that when you draw, you always double check what layer you're drawing on.
Right.
Because if you spend a whole hour drawing on something and you realize you did all that on the wrong layer,
it can be frustrating.
You get mad at yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't believe I just did that. Here.
So we're actually gonna finish this up, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If not, that's okay. You don't have to like every single video I create. Thank you, Jacob, for inviting me to do your animation, and thank you for being part of my video of the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a lot of fun. I like to show my work and do it with some good friends on the way. So, yeah.
So, his video should be up on his channel by now by the time I post this. I don't know when I'm going to post this. I'm going to wait until he's done with his video before I post this video.
Hopefully in a week.
Might be longer, might be shorter. We'll see.
Well, the bright side is for you guys, you don't have to wait.
You guys don't know what's going on. Anyways, I hope you guys have a sparkling, fantastic rest of your guys' evening. That your night, you get some good sleep. You wake up in the morning, rejuvenated and refreshed. You have a sparkling, fantastic rest of your guys' day. And that you guys just breathe and remember that not only does God love you, but I love you and I care about you. And, talk to you guys later. Sparkle on, my beautiful sparkles.